The rain hammered the tin roof of the old trailer like fists of judgment, each drop a reminder that the world outside was as unforgiving as the man inside. 17-year-old Alex Rivera clutched the faded photo of his mother in his trembling hands, her smile a ghost now, while his father's voice thundered through the thin walls. "You're no son of mine. Get out before I make you regret it." In that shattering moment, as the door slammed behind him into the stormy Ohio night, Alex realized love could be the cruelest exile of all. 11 years had carved canyons into his soul, but they had not erased the fire. Alex stepped off the Greyhound bus onto the cracked sidewalk of Milford's Main Street, the air thick with the scent of wet asphalt and distant factory smoke. The town looked smaller now, shrunken by time and his own growth. A sprawling Latino kid turned lean survivor, his once boyish face hardened by city lights and broken promises. He had fled to Chicago that night, backpack slung over one shoulder, heart a raw wound, surviving on odd jobs and the kindness of strangers until he built a life from the ashes. A graphic design gig, a tiny apartment overlooking Lake Michigan, lovers who came and went like seasons. But Milford called him back, not for forgiveness. Never that, but for closure for the man who had pulled him from the gutter when the world had spat him out. Jordan Hale. The name alone stirred something deep, a warmth laced with ache. Alex scanned the street, past the boarded-up video store and the flickering neon of Hale's diner. No relation, just cruel irony. There, under the awning of a pop-up shoe shine stand wedged between a pawn shop and a laundromat, knelt a figure that stopped his breath. Broad shoulders hunched over a customer's scuffed loafers, salt and pepper hair catching the street lamp's glow, those steady hands moving with the rhythm of quiet defeat. Jordan. Older, wearier, but unmistakably him. The high school janitor who had been his secret harbor in the storm. Alex's pulse thundered as memories flooded back. The night of the expulsion, soaked and shivering, collapsing on the steps of Milford High after his father's rage. Jordan had found him there at dawn, not with questions or pity, but a thermos of hot coffee and a blanket from his truck. "World's full of bastards," he'd said, his voice gravelly from years of silence. Blue eyes holding Alex's without flinching. "But you're worth more than their hate." In the weeks that followed, Jordan became his anchor, slipping him sandwiches from the cafeteria's back door, teaching him how to fix a carburetor in the school parking lot after hours, listening without judgment as Alex whispered his truths under the stars. There had been a spark then, unspoken, electric, a brush of hands that lingered too long, glances that promised more than safety. But Jordan, twice his age and married to a ghost of a woman who had left him hollow, had pulled back, sending Alex off to Chicago with a bus ticket and a warning: "Build your life, kid. Don't look back." Now, as Alex crossed the street, the world narrowed to that kneel. Jordan looked up, rag paused mid-swipe, and time fractured. Those blue eyes widened, recognition dawning like sunrise after endless night. "Alex." The word was a prayer, rough and reverent. The customer muttered something about keeping the change and hurried away, leaving them alone in the drizzle's hush. "It's me," Alex said, voice cracking despite his resolve. He dropped his bag, arms opening before he could think, and Jordan rose, slow, like a man unlearning chains, pulling him into an embrace that smelled of leather polish and old pine. They held on, bodies fitting like forgotten puzzles, the years dissolving in the press of chest to chest. When they parted, Jordan's hand lingered on Alex's arm, thumb tracing a scar from a long-ago fight. "God, you've grown into everything." Alex swallowed the lump in his throat, rain mingling with unshed tears. "And you've..." "What happened, Jordan?" "This isn't you." A shadow crossed Jordan's face, the kind that spoke of battles lost. "Life's a thief, Alex. Come on, let's get out of this wet. My shift's ending anyway." They ducked into the diner across the way, a relic of vinyl booze and coffee that tasted like regret. Jordan ordered 2 blacks, no sugar, and slid into the seat opposite, his knees brushing Alex's onto the table. A spark that neither acknowledged, but both felt. As the steam rose between them, stories spilled like confessions. Alex spoke of Chicago's grind, the freelance gigs that paid just enough, the pride parades where he marched with fists raised, the men who taught him love's sharp edges. "I came out louder every year," he said, eyes fierce. "Took their hate and turned it into fuel." Jordan nodded, pride flickering in his gaze, but his own tale was a dirge. After Alex left, his wife filed for divorce, citing the emptiness she'd always felt, code for the secrets he'd buried deep. The school cut his job in a budget slash, and the bottle became his companion until it nearly drowned him. Sober now for 5 years, he scraped by shining shoes, living in a one-room above a laundromat. Turns out, saving strays doesn't pay the bills, he joked, but his laugh was hollow. Alex reached across, fingers intertwining with Jordan's calloused ones. You saved me. That's worth more than any job. The touch ignited something dormant, a heat that pooled low and insistent. Jordan's breath hitched, eyes darkening. Alex, back then I know. Alex's voice was whisper-soft, laced with the romance of what-ifs. Me too. Outside, thunder rumbled, but inside, the air thickened with possibility. They talked until the diner dimmed its lights, hands reluctant to part, the hook of reunion pulling them toward an uncharted dawn. The walk to Jordan's apartment was a gauntlet of ghosts. Milford streets, once a maze of youthful rebellion, now whispered accusations. The corner store where Alex had stolen candy to impress a crush, the park bench under which he'd hidden love notes to a boy who ghosted him. With Jordan beside him, stride matching stride, the past felt less like chains and more like a bridge. Jordan's hand grazed his occasionally, accidental at first, then deliberate, a Morse code of desire in the sodium glow. The laundromat stairs creaked under their weight, each step echoing the beat of Alex's heart. Jordan's door swung open to a space that was Spartan yet warm, a sagging couch piled with dog-eared paperbacks, a kitchenette cluttered with AA chips and half-finished whittlings of wooden birds. Home sweet hole, Jordan quipped, flicking on a lamp that bathed the room in amber. He shrugged off his flannel, revealing a faded tee clinging to the solid lines of his chest, muscles honed from years of labor, not gyms. Alex's gaze lingered, heat rising. It's more than I had that first night. He set his bag down, the room shrinking around them, charged like the air before a storm. They cracked open beers from the mini-fridge, Jordan's ritual, Alex's concession, and sank onto the couch, knees touching now without pretense. Tell me about him, Jordan said suddenly, voice low. The one who got away. Alex chuckled, bittersweet. There've been a few, but none like this. His hand found Jordan's thigh, resting there bold and unyielding. Jordan tensed, then exhaled, covering it with his own. Their eyes locked, the unspoken history crackling. I pushed you away because I was scared, Jordan admitted, thumbs stroking Alex's knuckles. Scared of what it meant, for you, for me. I was married, Alex. Pretending. But seeing you now, it's like fate's laughing. Alex leaned in, breath mingling, or giving us a redo. Their lips met tentative, then fierce, a kiss born of deferred dreams, tasting of salt and surrender. Jordan's hands roamed, mapping the man Alex had become, while Alex's fingers tangled in that silvered hair, pulling him closer. They tumbled back, clothes shedding like old skins, bodies rediscovering rhythms long denied. It was messy, urgent, laced with tears, love's raw alchemy turning pain to passion. Dawn crept through the blinds, finding them entwined, sheets twisted like promises. Jordan traced Alex's spine, voice husky. Stay, just for breakfast. Alex smiled against his shoulder. For as long as you'll have me. But Milford had other plans. As they dressed, a knock rattled the door, insistent, familiar. Jordan paled. That's Earl, my landlord. Rent's due. Alex peered through the peephole. A burly man in overalls, face twisted in perpetual scowl. Jordan opened a crack. Morning, Earl. Check's in the mail. Mail's late again, Hale. And who's the stray? Earl's eyes raked Alex, narrowing. Heard you picked up a city boy. Town don't need more trouble. Jordan's jaw tightened. None of your business. I'll have it by Friday. Earl snorted. Where you're out. Both of ya. The door slammed, leaving silence thick as fog. Alex's fists clenched. Bastard. You deserve better. Jordan sighed, rubbing his neck. It's Milford, Alex. Better's a myth here. Not anymore, Alex thought, fire igniting. He pulled Jordan close again, sealing the vow with a kiss. We're rewriting that. They ventured out for coffee at the diner, hands brushing under the table, the world outside oblivious to their secret bloom. But secrets in small towns fester like weeds. As they sipped, whispers slithered from the counter. That's Rivera, the queer kid who got run off. Heads turned, eyes like daggers. Jordan squeezed Alex's hand under the formica. Ignore him. They're relics. But Alex saw the toll. The way Jordan's shoulders slumped, the flicker of old shame. This town's poison, Alex murmured. We could leave. Together. Jordan's eyes softened, romantic yearning warring with fear. And go where? I'm planted here, roots and all. Anywhere but here. Alex's voice cracked with emotion. the drama of their reunion teetering on escape's edge. That afternoon, Alex dragged Jordan to the old high school grounds, now a cracked playground of memories. They sat on the bleachers where Jordan had once mended Alex's bike, the air humming with cicadas. "Remember this spot?" Alex asked, leaning into him. Jordan chuckled. "How could I forget? You swore you'd fix the world someday. And you believed me." Alex turned, cupping Jordan's face. "I still will. Starting with us." Their kiss deepened, hands wandering freely now, the sun a benevolent witness. But as shadows lengthened, a truck rumbled up, Alex's father's old Ford, unmistakable. Out stepped Tomas Rivera, grayer, heavier, but the scowl eternal. "Alexander," he barked, voice a whip. "What the hell are you doing back?" Alex stood, Jordan rising beside him like a shield. "Facing you, Dad." Finally, Tomas's eyes flicked to Jordan, disgust curling his lip. "With him? The pervert janitor?" "I knew it." Jordan stiffened, but Alex stepped forward, voice steel. "He's more man than you'll ever be. And yeah, I'm gay. Deal with it." The confrontation hung, electric, Tomas's face purpling. "Get in the truck, or leave town again, like the mistake you are." Alex's heart thundered, but Jordan's hand on his back grounded him. "I'm not your mistake. I'm your son, if you'd see it." Tomas spat on the ground, climbing back in. "Don't come crawling home." The truck peeled away, dust devils in its wake. Jordan pulled Alex close, murmuring, "You okay?" "Better than ever." But the tremor in his voice betrayed the lie. The drama coiled tighter, love's fragile bloom tested by hate's thorns. That night, over takeout Chinese in Jordan's dim light, they plotted. "Saw my designs online," Alex said, sketching logos on a napkin. "You carve those birds, people eat up folk art." Jordan eyed him, affection swelling. "Optimist. Realist." Alex grinned, pulling him onto the couch. Their lovemaking was slower now, exploratory, tongues tracing collarbones, fingers weaving destinies. In the afterglow, Jordan whispered, "I love you, Alex." "Always did." The words shattered and mended in one breath. "I love you too." Romance sealed in sweat and sighs. But dawn brought reckoning. Earl pounded again, eviction notice in hand. "Out by noon, Hale. No extensions." Jordan's face crumpled. "I got half. Whole or nothing." Earl's gaze lingered on Alex. "And take your boyfriend. Town's cleaner without ya." Fury blazed. Alex shoved past, storming downstairs to the street. "This ends now." Milford's pulse quickened as Alex rallied, the underdog's fire spreading. He cornered the pawn shop owner, Mr. Kessler, a wiry Jewish man with eyes that missed nothing. "Jordan's birds, their art. Worth something. You fence him." Kessler puffed a cigar. "Maybe. But Hale? Deadbeat. Not anymore." Alex slid a carved eagle across the counter, Jordan's latest. "Appraise it." Kessler's brows rose. $50. Starter. It was a seed. Alex texted Chicago contacts, pitching Jordan's work as Rust Belt poetry. Replies trickled. Interest offers. By evening, 3 sales, $200 wired. Jordan stared at the phone, disbelieving. "You. Wizard. Your talent." Alex kissed his temple. "Ours." But eviction loomed. They packed Jordan's life into boxes, whittlings, AA books, a photo of Jordan's late dog, while tension simmered. What if it fails? Jordan voiced the fear, stacking dishes. "Then we fight." Alex cupped his face, thumbs brushing stubble. Together, the emotional tether pulled taut as they loaded the truck. Jordan's battered Chevy, engine coughing like an old smoker. Driving out, Milford blurred. The school, the diner, ghosts waving farewell. But Alex's phone buzzed. Tomas, a curt text. "Trailer's empty. Come if you want." Heart twisting, Alex deleted it. Not yet. They crashed at a roadside motel, neon vacancy, flickering like hope. The room smelled of bleach and regret, but in each other's arms, it was sanctuary. Jordan's hands, usually steady on wood, trembled as they undressed Alex, worshipping scars and freckles. "You're beautiful," he breathed, lips trailing fire down Alex's chest. Alex arched, gasping. "So are you." Their union was symphony, slow builds to crashing crescendos, bodies sinking in a dance of redemption. Afterward, tangled in thin sheets, Jordan confessed more. "After you left, I came out. Quietly. AA group. First time admitting it aloud." Alex's eyes stung. "Proud of you. You gave me courage." Jordan's voice broke, humanistic depth shining through. "Love like ours. It's the real revolution." Dawn's light filtered, painting them gold. Over motel coffee, plans solidified. Head to Cleveland, bigger market for Jordan's art, freelance hubs for Alex. Fresh start, Alex said, lacing fingers. But fate, that sly dramatist, intervened. At a gas station pit stop, tires squealing, a car barreled toward them. Tomas's Ford deliberate swerve. Jordan yanked the wheel, Chevy fishtailing into gravel. Metal screamed as they clipped a guardrail, airbag deploying like a white flag. Dazed, Alex coughed dust, checking Jordan. You okay? Think so. Blood trickled from Jordan's brow, but his grip on Alex's hand was iron. Sirens wailed distant, but Tomas was gone, taillights vanishing. Rage boiled. He tried to kill us. Jordan wiped his face. Call it what it is, hate. Paramedics swarmed, pronouncing minor cuts shock. As they loaded into the ambulance, Alex's phone lit. A reporter from the Milford Gazette tipped off. Heard about the road rage. Rivera's back and gay. Word spread wildfire. By hospital discharge, texts flooded. Old friends offering couches, a lawyer aunt from Chicago vowing suits. But the core wound festered. Tomas's violence, a father's final rejection. Jordan, bandaged and brooding, drove them to a safe B&B on Cleveland's edge. We pressed charges? Alex hesitated, drama's weight crushing. He'll deny it. But, yeah, for us. The station was sterile hell, statements scrawled in triplicate. Detective Ruiz, a no-nonsense Latina with Alex's fire, nodded. We got dash cams nearby. Hill crack. Outside, rain lashed, mirroring turmoil. Jordan pulled Alex under his jacket. Whatever comes, I'm here. Their kiss was defiant, rain-soaked passion. Back at the B&B, lovemaking turned therapeutic, gentle explorations, whispers of affirmation. You're my home, Alex murmured, tracing Jordan's pulse. And you're my fire. Jordan's eyes, blue as forgotten skies, held universes. Days blurred into routine. Jordan whittling by the window, birds taking flight in wood, Alex designing logos for local queer nonprofits, visibility his weapon. Romance deepened. Picnics in the park, hands held unashamed, nights where bodies and souls merged seamless. But Milford's shadow loomed. A call from Ruiz. Your dad's lawyered up. Denies intent. But witnesses saw the swerve. Alex's stomach knotted. Confront him. Jordan squeezed his shoulder. If you need. The drive back was elegy, Ohio's flats mocking their fragility. Tomas's trailer squatted unchanged, porch light a jaundiced eye. He answered shirtless, beer in fist, sneer fading to wariness. What now? Justice, Dad. Alex's voice steady, Jordan sentinel behind. You try to end us. Tomas scoffed. Exaggeration. Heat of the moment. Lies. Alex stepped closer, emotion raw. You threw me out for loving different. Now you'd kill for it. Tomas's facade cracked, eyes darting. I protected the family. From what? Happiness. Tears welled, but Alex held. I'm your son, gay or not. And Jordan? He's family too. Jordan spoke then, voice calm thunder. I loved him then, love him now. Hate won't change that. Tomas deflated, sinking to the step. I was scared. Church town. It poisoned me. The admission hung, bridge or chasm. Alex knelt, hand hovering. Then unpoison. Or lose me forever. Silence stretched, rain pattering. Tomas's hand rose, tentative clasp. Maybe. Start over. It wasn't absolution, but a crack in the wall. Humanity's fragile hope. Back in Cleveland, elation mixed with ache. Jordan carved a phoenix that night, symbol unspoken. Their celebration was intimate. Candlelit dinner, wine loosening tongues. To Sakans, Alex toasted. To us. Jordan's grin wicked, pulling him to bed. Lovemaking peaked in waves, fierce, then tender, bodies affirming life's worth. Yet tension simmered. The Gazette ran a piece. Prodigal son returns. Gay man faces father's fury. Comments vitriolic, but allies emerged, queer youth reaching out inspired. Alex's designs went viral, commissions pouring. Jordan's bird sold at a craft fair, booth mobbed. Success tasted sweet, but drama brewed. Earl, evicted avenger, sued for defamation, claiming Alex's lies tanked his business. Lawyer Aunt Rosa arrived, fierce in pearls. Frivolous. We'll crush it. Court loomed, catharsis calling. Cleveland's courthouse loomed like a colossus, marble steps slick with autumn frost. Alex gripped Jordan's hand, knuckles white, as flashbulbs popped. local press hungry for the gay comeback saga. Inside, the air hummed with judgment. Earl's lawyer, a slick weasel in pinstripes, painting Alex as vindictive urbanite disrupting good folk. Alex took the stand, voice unwavering. Earl threatened us because of who we love. That's not business, it's bigotry. Murmurs rippled. Jordan's testimony followed, steady as oak. I've shown shoes for 20 years. Never hurt a soul. But Earl? He saw two men together and saw sin. The judge, a stern black woman with eyes like laser, bang gavel. Dismissed. With prejudice. And a restraining order, Mr. Grady. Elation surged as they exited, reporters clamoring. Alex waved them off, Jordan's arm around his waist possessive. Free, he whispered. Finally, Jordan's kiss, public and unapologetic, sealed victory. Home, their shared loft now, rented on Alex's rising income, became haven. Jordan's carvings adorned shelves, Alex's murals splashed walls in vibrant queer icons. Romance flourished. Lazy Sundays in bed, breakfasts of pancakes and pillow talk, evenings walking the lakefront, hands intertwined against the wind. But Milford's echo persisted. Tomas called sporadically, awkward check-ins, a PFLAG pamphlet mailed tentative. Reading it, he grunted once. Progress, glacial but real. Then, the letter, from Milford High, inviting Alex as guest speaker for their Diversity Week. Your story inspires, the principal wrote. Alex stared, heart pounding. Trigger or triumph? Jordan nuzzled his neck. Triumph. With me? The auditorium buzzed, faces young and wide-eyed, echoes of his own ghost. Alex stood at the podium, Jordan in the front row, blue eyes anchor. I was kicked out at 17, he began, voice thick. For being gay. For loving who I love. Gasps nods. He wove the tale. Exile's terror, Jordan's light, returns fire. Hate didn't break me. Love rebuilt. Applause thundered, students lining for hugs. One boy, trembling, whispered, I'm scared to tell my dad. Alex knelt. You're brave. And not alone. Jordan met him backstage, pride beaming. You slayed. Their drive home was charged, hands roaming gear shift. At the loft, passion erupted. Alex pinning Jordan to the door, lips devouring, clothes frantic. My hero. Jordan gasped, legs wrapping. Yours. They collapsed to the rug, rhythm urgent, climax a shared cry of release. Winter blanketed Cleveland in white, mirroring their cocoon. Jordan's art show loomed, a gallery downtown, wings from the rust. Alex curated, nerves jangling. What if no one comes? They will. Jordan's faith, unshakable. Opening night glittered, patrons sipping wine, oohing over phoenixes and eagles. A collector bought the lot, check fat. Raw emotion, she gushed. Champagne flowed, toasts to love's carve. Later, in the empty gallery, Jordan pulled Alex to dance, slow sway to phantom jazz. This is us, he murmured. Carved deep. Kisses trailed to the back room, atop drop cloths, bodies painting new masterpieces, sweat slick, fervent, love's canvas. But drama stirred anew. A package arrived, Tomas's, inside a scrapbook, Alex's childhood photos, notes scrawled, proud now. Forgive. Alex wept, Jordan holding. Healing, he said. Tomas's visit followed, awkward tea in the loft. Saw the paper. Your man's talented. Eyes on Jordan, softer. And you, happy. Learning to be. Alex's hand in Jordan's. Join us. Tomas nodded, tentative. Maybe. Humanity's arc bent, slow but sure. Spring thawed secrets. Alex's freelance boomed, queer campaigns lighting billboards. Jordan taught carving classes at the community center, mentoring lost boys with gentle hands. One evening post-class, a student lingered, teen named Riley, eyes haunted. Heard your story. Mine's like it. Jordan called Alex. Over pizza, they listened, Riley spilling. Father's rage, closet's cage. Run, he asked. Fight, Alex said. With backup. They connected him to resources, a plan forming. Romance intertwined with purpose. Love not just passion, but pillar. Yet tension crested. Anonymous calls plagued. Slurred hate, go back to the city, freaks. Culminating in slashed tires, red paint. Sinners. Police shrug, prank. But fear not. Jordan, whittling knife sharp, vowed won't hide. Alex nodded, fire reignited. Expose it. They went public. Press conference, hand clasped. Hate crimes won't silence us. Allies rallied, protests, fundraisers. The culprit? A Milford holdover, shamed into confession. Victory tasted of vindication, but the scare deepened bonds. That night, lovemaking was reclamation, slow, sacred, bodies affirming resilience. Summer hummed, plans blooming, a joint studio, travels dreamed. Tomas visited more, barbecues tentative, laughter cracking ice. Love you, son, he said once gruff. Alex hugged him. Back. Jordan watched, eyes misty. Family. Fall brought harvest. Alex's book deal, Exile's Return. Memoir of Love's Triumph. Jordan illustrated, birds soaring pages. Launch party swirled, toasts abundant. In the crowd, Riley beamed, out and proud. You saved me. You saved yourself. Alex's heart swelled. Later, rooftop under stars, Jordan knelt. Marry me? Not for show, for us. Tears, yes. Rings simple, car band. Kisses sealed, future bright. But catharsis waited. A storm hit, literal, winds howling. Power out, loft candlelit. They made love by firelight, whispers vows. Morning revealed wreckage. Studio flooded, carvings ruined. Despair loomed. Rebuild, Jordan said, hand in Alex's. Stronger. Rebirth from ruin defined them. Neighbors pitched in, sandbagging, hauling debris. Community's quiet power. Alex's publisher advanced funds. Jordan students donated tools. Within weeks, the studio rose phoenix-like, walls brighter, shells reborn. Romance thrived in chaos. Stolen moments amid sawdust. Jordan's lips on Alex's neck as they painted. My muse, he'd tease, hands wandering. Yours. Alex's laugh free. Tomas drove up unannounced, truck bed tools. Heard. Figured you'd need. Awkward hammer swings bridged gaps, stories flowing. Regret kicking you, he admitted over lunch. Fear, not hate. Fear's the real enemy. Alex's forgiveness, hard-won grace. Humanistic threads wove tight. Riley's coming out party, small, backyard affair, saw Alex and Jordan as uncles, toasting courage. To wings, Jordan raised glass, eyes on Alex. Love's drama peaked softly, wedding plans. Simple ceremony, lakeside, queer choir singing. Vows exchanged under autumn oaks. In exile, I found you. In you home. Tomas walked Alex, grip firm. Proud. Tears flowed, guests cheering, diverse tapestry. Chicago friends, Cleveland allies, Milford holdouts thawed. Honeymoon in the Smokies. Cabins, hikes, nights, stargazing naked. Jordan's fingers traced constellations on Alex's skin. Forever. Etched. Their passion, evergreen. Mornings lazy, afternoons fervent, love's language fluent. Back, life accelerated. Book soared, tours packed. Jordan's gallery show sold out, commissions global. But whispers grew, a developer eyeing Milford for revitalization. Code for erasure. Alex, rooted now, felt pull. Save it. Jordan nodded. Hours to fight. They rallied, petitions, town halls. Tomas testified, voice steady. This town's flaws made my son strong. Don't bulldoze heart. Drama climaxed at council meeting. Packed, tense. Opponents sneered. Progress over perverts. Alex rose, mic hot. Progress includes us. Gay straight were Milford. Applause drowned jeers. Vote swung, preservation. Elation communal. Hugs, beers. Jordan pulled Alex aside. You did it. We. Kiss, public fire. Winter deepened bonds. Holidays blended. Tomas's tamales, Jordan's carved ornaments, Alex's playlist pulsing queer anthems. Family forged. New Year dawn challenges. Health scare, Jordan's chest pains, ER, dash. Test clear, stress, doc said. But fear sharpened gratitude. Bedside, Alex held him. Can't lose you. Won't. Jordan's vow, fingers entwined. Recovery brought reflection. Therapy sessions, unpacking scars. Love heals, counselor said. They believed. Spring bloomed, collaborations. Alex's designs on Jordan's birds. Limited editions soaring. A youth center funded, Hail Rivera House, safe space. Riley volunteered, eyes bright. Paying forward. Summer festival, their booth hub, stories shared. A kid approached shy, I'm like you. Jordan knelt. Welcome. Romance, ever romantic. Anniversary getaway, hot springs. Soaks turn steamy, bodies buoyant. Still sparks, Alex gasped, Jordan inside. Blaze. Climax, waves lapping. Fall harvest. Book 2, Jordan's memoir snippet. Tours intertwined, love on display. But shadow fell. Old flame from Chicago emailed Alex. Rekindling offer, big city lure. Temptation flickered. What if? Alex confided. Jordan's hurt raw. Am I enough? More. Alex's choice, heart's truth. Email deleted, arms around Jordan. Here. Trust mended, deeper. Winter solstice, proposal echo, vows renewed, firelit. Lovemaking sacred, souls bared. New year, adoption talks, fostering a queer teen, circle complete. Life's catharsis, not perfection, but presence. Drama yielded to depth, emotion to enduring love. Yet one thread dangled, Milford's annual fair. Return, Jordan asked. Together, Alex's smile, resolute. The fair swirled cotton candy and chaos, booze nostalgic. They wandered, hands linked, stares fewer now. Tomas Man grill, waving proudly. A voice cut. Rivera, old bully reformed? No, sneer intact. Still flaunting? Jordan tensed, but Alex laughed. Still scared. Crowd parted, bully shrinking. Power shifted. Night fell, fireworks bursting. Under bursts, Jordan kissed Alex slow. Home. Yes. Hearts synced, future vast. In quiet after, they drove home, hands laced. Love story, unfinished. Drama's end, meaning's dawn. Years layered like varnish on wood, polishing rough edges. 5 post-wedding, Alex and Jordan's life a testament. The loft expanded, studio humming. Foster son Jamie, 17, trans fierce, part of the weave. Dads, he called them, I roll affectionate. Tomas visited weekly. Tamales ritual, stories softening. Missed your fire, he'd tell Alex, hugs lingering. Romance evolved. Less wildfire, more hearth. Mornings coffee kissed. Evenings massages turning tender. Anniversaries extravagant. Paris once, but home preferred. Bad scented, bodies familiar yet thrilling. Jamie's coming out at school, sparked drama anew. Whispers, a shove. Alex coached, own it. Jordan carve him shield, wooden pendant, unbreakable. School board meeting, parents frothed. Protect kids. Alex spoke. From what? Love. Jordan beside, hand squeeze. Vote. Inclusive policy. Jamie beamed, post-meeting. Heroes. Humanity's ripple. Jamie's crush bloomed. Boy named Kai, shy artist. Double dates, awkward charming. Pizza, movies, Jordan's dad, jokes landing soft. Alex watched, heart full. Our legacy. Jordan's grin, ours. Career peaks, Alex's TED Talk, Love's Exile, viral. Jordan's exhibit, moment nod. Book tours duo, tales intertwined. But tension simmered domestic. Jamie's rebellion, late nights, secrets. Confrontation exploded. You're smothering. Alex stung. Protecting. Jordan mediated. Space, with roots. Therapy family, truths aired, bonds tighter. Summer road trip, cross-country, Route 66 echoes. Stops queer landmarks, Stonewall ghosts, Pride museums. Jamie absorbed Kai too. Nights campfires, stories spun. Alex's exile, Jordan's silence broken. One dawn, Grand Canyon rim, Jordan pulled Alex aside. Remember Milford rain? Always. Kiss, vastness witness. Romance reignited. Canyon hike, stolen grove, tryst. Urgent, earth-scented, climax, echoing winds. Fall brought Jamie's college acceptance. Art school, Kai tagging. Empty nest loomed. Dinner for 3? Alex joked, hollow. Jordan hugged. Evolve. Holidays bittersweet. Tomas ill. Flu turned pneumonia. Hospital vigil. Alex holding gnarled hand. Forgive. Tomas rasped. Done. Tears peace. Recovery slow, but Tomas mended, vowing visits. Grandpa. To Jamie. Winter deepened. Jamie's going away party, tears and toasts. Love you, dads. Door shut, silence echoed. Jordan poured wine. Us again. Bed that night. Rediscovery. Slow caresses. Whispers memories. Still you. Alex breathed. Jordan deep. Always. Union gentle. Profound. Spring. Empty nest freedom. Travel spontaneous. New Orleans jazz. Hands wandering beads. Studio collaborations. Joint pieces. Love etched. Jamie's calls. Kai proposed. Joy doubled. Summer wedding. Lakeside. Alex officiating. Vows echoed theirs. In you home. Dance floor. Jordan twirling Alex. Full circle. Fall harvest. Tomas's remission party. Milford kin mingling Cleveland polish. Toasts humanistic to flawed families. Drama's ghost. Old letter from Jordan's ex. Regret. Apology. Knew your heart. Jordan burned it. Ashes to wind. Past. Winter solstice. Ritual vows. Firelit. Lovemaking celebratory. Playful, then intense. Bodies timeless. New year. Legacy project. Scholarship fund. Queer youth. Rivera Hale. Named. Applications poured. Stories echoing Alex's. Cycle breaks, he said. Jordan nodded. Love wins. Life's plateau. Comfortable, not stagnant. Mornings yoga tandem. Evenings reads aloud. Queer lit, humanistic depths. Anniversary 10th. Vow renewal. Intimate. Beach, sunset. Rings exchanged anew. Kisses salt tanged. Passion peaked. Surf crash. Bodies urgent on sand. Eternal. Jordan gasped. Yes. Climax. Waves applauding. Years flowed. Jamie's kids. Nieces rowdy. Grandpa's doting. Carvings gifts. Tomas passed gentle. Heart surrounded. Eulogy Alex's. He learned love late but fierce. Graveside. Jordan held. He did. Romance. Enduring. 60s now. Body softer but fire banked hot. Travel slowed. Cabins. Books. Hands always linked. Drama final. Health tandem. Alex's knee. Jordan's back. Therapy laughs. Old warriors. One evening. Porch swing. Sunset painting. Best story. Jordan said. Hours. Kiss soft. Meaning crystallized. Kicked out. Returned. Not conqueror, but healer. Savior saved. Love's loop complete. Legacy lived. In Jamie's family. Scholarships. Milford's quiet shift. Rainbow flags fluttering. In twilight they rocked, hearts synced. Life's hook. That first rain. Door slam. Payoff. Embrace eternal. Fade to stars. Story whispered winds. Decades distilled to essence. Alex 72. Silver-haired fox. Leaned on cane. Knees souvenir. Beside Jordan 76. Whittling knife dull, but spirit sharp. The porch overlooked lake. Home since Jamie's nest fledged. Grandkids romped below. 3. Jamie's echoes. Shouts mingling waves. Remember Chicago bus? Alex teased, hand on Jordan's knee. Jordan chuckled. Rasp warm. Scared kid, big dreams. Scared man, bigger heart. Gaze held, love's patina glowing. Daily ritual. Coffee dawn. Journal shared. Alex's sketches. Jordan's logs. Aging graceful, but aches confided. Miss the fire. Jordan admitted once. Nights cooler. Alex's wink. We stoke it. Evenings bats drawn. Bodies soaked gentle. Caresses lingering. Arousal soft but sweet. Union adapted. Tender. Face to face. Whispers climaxing sighs. Humanistic core. Mentorship. Queer center visits. Stories for youth. Exiles not end. Alex preached. Jordan demoed carvings. Shape your pain. One session. Team mirrored young Alex. Kicked out. Eyes hollow. House survived. Love they chorused. Hands joined. Example. Jamie's visits. Barbecues. Updates. Kai's gallery. Kids' antics. You built this, he said, hugging. Tomas's shadow benevolent. Annual memorial. Milford pilgrimage. Town changed. Pride crosswalk. His name on plaque. Tomas Rivera. Father who learned. Drama's last gasp. Storm hit fierce. Hurricane remnants. Power out days. Grandkids evacuated. Loft bunker. Candles flickered. Can soup warmed. Jordan's cough worsened. Old smoker's ghost. Just cold, he waved. Alex fretted. Doc calls. Tests. Lungs shadowed. Manageable verdict, but fears chill. Hospital stay. Alex bedside, hand clasped. Not leaving, Jordan vowed. Promise. Tears packed. Recovery homebound. Alex caregiver fierce. Jordan patient, grumbling affectionate. Bossy. Your savior. Laughter healed. Spring bloomed recovery. Walk short but hand in hand. Center speech duo. Love's longevity. Applause. Youth inspired. Summer solstice. Grandkids camp out. Stories round fire. Alex's exile. Jordan's rescue. Heroes. A niece yawned. Stars wheeled. Legacy etched. Fall colors. Book re-release. Anniversary edition. Tours mini. Local reads. Jordan illustrating live. One night. Post-reading Q&A raw. Regrets. Alex, none. You. Jordan. Wasted years hiding. Squeeze. But found gold. Romance, refined. Massages mutual, oils scented. Arousal sparked slow. Kisses building, hands expert. Climax shared, quiet roar. Winter whispered finality. Jordan's cough returned, stubborn. Scans grim, progression. Denial cracked, how long? Months. Cherish. Alex shattered private, then rallied. Every day. Buckets listed. Drives scenic, carvings final. Phoenix flock for grandkids. Visits flooded. Jamie's tears, center tributes. Tomas's grave. Joined soon. Jordan joked. Soon enough. Alex's throat tight. Drama intimate. Night's vigil, stories retold. First kiss, Jordan reminisced. Rain soaked heaven. Alex stroked hair. Meaning unfolded. Not tragedy, testament. Kicked out birth this. Love vast, ripples endless. One dawn, Jordan weak, pulled Alex close. Thank you for returning. Always. Kiss eternal. Breath stilled, hand limp. Alex held, sobs racking, grief's flood. Funeral lakeside, queer choir, carvings displayed. Eulogy Alex's, he saved me. I saved him. Love undying. Crowd vast, Milford to Cleveland, youth to elders. Jamie hugged, dad's light. After, loft empty echoed. Night solo, journal filled. Miss you. But carry. Seasons turned, spring's green, Alex's cane steadier. Center named Jordan Hailwing. Grandkids visited, Papa J's birds fly? Niece asked. In us. Alex carved clumsy, hands shaking. Summer. Book tour solo, Jordan's words woven. Audiences wept. Fall harvest. Pride march, Alex front, cane rainbow wrapped. For him. Winter solstice. Firelit alone, vow whispered, forever. Life's coda. 80 now, Alex mentored still, stories evolved, Jamie co-telling. Two saviors, he'd say. Legacy bloomed. Scholarships doubled. Town plaques multiplied. A kid approached. Your story? Mine now. Alex smiled. Jordan's eyes in memory. Write it bold. Meanings close. Exile's pain forged this. Family forged. Hate humbled. Love immortal. Hook's echo. Rain that night, door slam. Resolution. Embrace unending under stars. Fade gentle. Story breathed eternal.